10 Safest Countries in the World. Czech Republic. This country has managed to make it better and made it to this list. And we are sure a lot of you guys might be surprised. Home to the Velvet Revolution, this country got 1.375 points on the Global Peace Index released by the Institute for Economics and Peace. Also, they had a low per capita spending in the military. And surprisingly they had even more fewer acts of vehement crime. Slovenia. This country made its way to this list as they had a score of 1.355 as they had an extremely low crime rate. If you are into visiting beautiful places and explore some of the best castles of Europe, this is the place for you. And considering the fact that you know how low crime rates they have, it might just make it easier for you to sleep at night. Iceland. This country has managed to top the safety index for more than a decade. This Nordic nation has scored low points for several things like the number of people in jail and even homicides. As it has an overall score of 1.072 on the Global Peace Index, this makes it a safe place to travel. If that wasn't convincing enough, let us add another thing. As the country is an island, it has a very less chance of getting into border disputes. Do you need any more incentive to book that ticket? Portugal. Condé Nast Traveler in 2016 declared Lisbon being the most underrated city in all of Europe. And the Global Peace Index has boosted that point. The country has relative affordability and beauty along with its safety score of 1.274, which makes it a must-visit. Maybe that is why this country is now looking at more visitors than before? Canada. Even though it is larger than its neighbor located in the south, this country has a rank of 1.372. Making it much higher than US, who is at the 128th rank. Toronto, Montreal are one of the friendliest cities of the country. You can also visit Lake Louise and Banff National Park, which are one of most beautiful natural settings of North America. New Zealand. If you want a gasp-inducing travel, this is the country where you should be. And the stunning views and beautiful beaches are more likely to surprise you than any internal conflict. Which is why this country has a score of 1.221 on the Global Peace Index. Austria. Good fences make good neighbors is a quote by Robert Frost, and this stands very true for this country. As its neighbors, Germany and the Czech Republic have scored relatively high on the index. This country has scored 1.291 as they have a very smaller number of arms imported and have peaceful elections on a consistent basis. Denmark. This country is easily ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world. Its score of 1.316 makes it the safest along with the happiest. These times, the main source of their conflict is if it is better to summer on the northern coast of the country. Japan. This country has held its spot as it got 1.391 points on its peace index as they had very few numbers of homicide. Also, if we look beyond safety, this country makes it easy for tourists to get around. Why? Well, they have high speed and some may even call them invisible trains. Singapore. This country has earned a score of 1.347 on the Global Peace Index, making it jump on a spot higher than before. This island city-state has earned their bragging rights as they had very few international conflicts and crimes against women. Which means that instead of worrying about your well-being, you can spend your energy on truly enjoying this place.